Alright guys, Peter here. I haven't really thought about what I'm about to draw at all, because a little bit down in the dumps. I tried drawing something a few minutes ago that I had been thinking about all day. Something that just been floating around in my head, and I started to draw it, and just, I don't know, things just, they didn't go as I had planned. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. Not that I really planned anything specific, but I wasn't happy with how it was turning out. So I got discouraged and didn't feel like drawing anymore. That was about half an hour ago. And then I thought, well, maybe I gotta draw something. I can't just sit around. I don't know. I like drawing, but sometimes I get turned off from it when it's not that I mess up. It's just doesn't end up looking like I want it to. I'm sure you've all been there before. If you've drawn anything, you can't pinpoint any one thing in particular that you've done wrong, but it's still frustrating. Plus, I've kind of had a weird day. Last night I got a headache, and then went to bed. Thought maybe I'd sleep it off, but no. Kind of hung on to it the whole night, and then still had it in the morning, and I still have it right now at 8 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess this is evening now, actually. I even took a nice long hot shower. So you can see here, I just drew like a little center point thing in the middle there, and then I'm just kind of going on from there. Just drawing some stuff. Last time I made one of these, I told myself before I made another one, I would think of some stuff to say for the next one before I started, but I just kind of jumped into this without thinking about it at all, so nothing. I don't really have anything for you. Hope you're not too upset. I'm using these pens that I like. They're just awesome on this marker paper that I like. Also awesome. I don't know, like the ink doesn't soak into the paper really, so you can draw really precise, even lines, and also doesn't use up the ink in your pens as fast, which is always a plus. Gonna draw a wiggly bit here. Oh, messed up a little bit. Gotta smooth that out by going back over it. Still really haven't planned out anything ahead of what I'm doing. Like if I draw this tentacle thing, I don't know what I'm gonna draw next, but this is it right here. It's kind of an adventure. I like lines, man. Curvy lines are good. Straight lines are good too, although those are a little more dangerous because it's easier to tell when you've not got them perfect. The human eye is very good at telling. The human eye is very good at detecting crookedness, as it were. Don't really know what's going on with this now. Afraid it's not going in a direction I like, so I take control and take it where I want it to go. See, look at that, kind of messed up that curve. There's kind of like an angle to it, but it's repairable. Oh, if you heard that guy saying trip, it was because I forgot to turn off the little chat room I was in. I've turned it off now. Let's see if I can make this curve look better. Don't rush yourself when you're doing these. There's really no point in rushing because there's no destination. I'm just kind of adding some basic lines here to this, and then I'll probably go back with both more finer and bolder pens, make some finer details, and also add some boldness to the lines to make something stand out, something to draw your eyes to, I guess. Hope you're all doing well today. Add another wiggly thing out there. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. I gotta be careful. I almost did it there. I gotta be careful not to touch my finger to parts of the drawing that haven't dried yet. It doesn't take very long to dry, but when you're not paying attention, that's what gets you in trouble. And then you've got a smudge. No one likes smudges. At least no one I know. Unless you're doing some sort of weird smudge drawing, then you probably love smudges a lot. Probably also a Martian, because that's outrageous. Draw one behind this, coming down and curling around. Oh yeah. That'll do just fine. Need to draw some more stuff coming out of this other side over here, though. shorter things here. I kind of like the way this is looking. It's got a cool feel to it. I'm gonna draw a skinny thing here with the bigger thing on the end. If I can draw these lines right, that is. Sometimes you want to draw with the motion of your wrist and your elbow, even if you're doing bigger lines, but not just with your fingers all the time. You'll create smoother lines this way. I'll draw another one of these, but it's gonna come maybe I'll draw one of those later. That's fine for now. Let me draw a little something coming off this one. Yeah. Some other stuff coming from behind here. Huh. That looks kind of weird, but could probably make it work. Didn't really mean it. I didn't really mean for it to look like that, but we'll survive. I'll draw another one just so it doesn't look so out of place. This could be a mistake, which is alright. It's not the end of the world. And one more, just because it'll make a cool thing going down here. And I think this should go behind this here, like that. Maybe this goes through here too. Oh. Draw one more. These things up here, just a short one. Need some more stuff over on this side now. Maybe some more perforation there. This one coming behind it with a line down the middle, like so. I think I'll draw a line in this thing too. I should draw something interesting kind of coming out of the bottom. Not entirely sure what to do at this point. If you don't know what to add, just kind of go back and add some details to some other stuff for a little bit, and something might come to you. Worst case scenario, other stuff has more details. Add some circles in here. About something coming off the bottom here. Kind of meets up with that piece. More semicircles. Couldn't hurt anyone, probably. Well, I mean, if this thing attacked you. If it's a thing that can attack people, then those might hurt. But as it is now, it's fairly harmless, I would say. Seems like a lot of the stuff is kind of going this direction, pointing that way. So maybe I'll make something come out of this side. This swoops back and around or something to create a sense of motion. Let's see what we can do. It's not exactly where I had it in mind, but it'll work just fine. Just fine. Another one here that doesn't go all the way. one that's pointing down too. And a really short one. Yeah. And something else. It's right there. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but there is like a tiny smudge right here, which is pretty good. I mean, as far as smudges go, because it's barely visible, but still, you know, it hurts. Kind of like how this is turning out. So at this point, you just got to sit here and say, is it done? Would adding things now make it better or worse? Which things could I add? Stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard to, you know, a lot of people ask me that sometimes. You know, like how do you tell when a doodle is finished? And it's not an easy thing all the time. Especially if you don't have a plan, like this one. But I guess we can start adding some other details here. I'm going to grab, I was using this 0 micron 03, which is a 0.35 millimeter tip. I'm going to go up to the biggest one I have, which is a 08, which is a 0.5 millimeter tip. And just go over a few of these lines, make them a little bigger and bolder. A little bit, just a little bit. And then I'm probably going to use some of my Letraset markers to add some different shades of gray to this. Now, these are nice markers, but don't feel like you need to have them. Because, I mean, I probably won't be buying any more for a long time because they're kind of expensive. I had to, like, order them from Europe. I think Letraset is like a British company. But you can also get similar ones, I think. They're called Copic, or Copic, I don't know. It's one of those words I've never heard anyone else say out loud. I've only read it, so, you know, phonics tells me it could be said either way. Thanks, English. But, don't don't spend too much money on art supplies. I know it can be addictive. I have a ton of stuff that I probably could have gotten away with not spending money on, and now I'd have money for other things if I hadn't bought those, but whatever, such is life. Also, if you do buy them and then you regret it later, don't, because, well, I mean, it can be unhealthy to regret stuff too much. I'm just babbling about stuff here. Not really sure what. I just heard the microwave ding, and now my roommate, I can hear him walking down the hall and going to get his ramen noodles or whatever he microwaved. I already ate. I had a can of, I believe it was chicken and sausage, that rice stuff they make in like Louisiana. I forgot what it's called. And here I feel like this curve doesn't really meet up with this curve very well, so I'm just gonna create a new. I'm just gonna draw this like this to make it make more sense to me. Just kind of I was about to say OCD thing, but it's not really OCD. It's just more perfectionist. Alright, so let me show you my tray of markers. I'm missing one. Where is it? Probably on the ground somewhere. Found a Prismacolor one. That one, but it's not the one I'm looking for. And this is one of them, but that's something else. Oh man, I don't like losing this stuff. I'm just gonna pause it now and look for it, because I need it. Ah, found it. It was in my tub of markers. Alright, so we've got 4 main ones here. I'll put this one to the side. These are all gray markers, and I'm gonna change the focus here so you can see. On the tips they say NG03, NG05, NG07, NG10. This stands for neutral gray in 3 different shades. So this one's the darkest, and it goes down from there. And this one you can barely see on the paper sometimes, but it's still important for blending tones and whatnot. And then this other one says BL on it, and that's just like a blender, which you can use it to mix like 2 tones together. No color actually comes out of it. Alright, so we're gonna start with doing some darker. Oh, these also have 3 points. It's super cool. that point, which is like a kind of a flexible tip. This point, which is like a fine tip, and underneath that one is this big chisel tip one. I don't use those very much. I mostly use this one. I like it a lot. So we're going to color some of this in now. Now this will start to pick up some, if this ink hasn't dried very long, it will start to pick up some darker pigment from the ink lines I've already drawn down there. But it's alright. It's just like coloring without color, but it's alright. Always liked coloring, staying in the lines. Something I've considered is making a coloring book. I could use some of my doodles I've already drawn and draw some more too, specifically just for coloring in with lots of cool shapes and stuff, and then sell them, and maybe I can sell them in bookstores or something, and kids would like to color them, but I feel like some of it will be lost on kids. But still, it's a thought. I have a lot of those thought things. You may have noticed I uploaded a video of me dancing, and then a kid coming on stage and dancing with me and falling. It was kind of funny. That was from a few years ago, and well, it's not something I'm super proud of, just because I look pretty dorky up there, and I made myself look like an uncaring guy because I just watched that guy, the little kid, lie there after he had fallen on his head. But everyone else was laughing, so you would have understood if you'd been there. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I posted that video, and it's already been used in a fail compilation by Fail Army. They did ask for permission, by the way, to use it, and paid me a little bit of money even. But anyways, just watch that video if you haven't yet. I thought it was pretty funny. Just going on with this marker here. Doing my thing. If you don't feel like you have steady hands, eat a banana. I'll give you some potassium, which will make your hands shake less. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be the other way around, or it could be totally a wives' tale, or an urban legend, or whatever. But I just felt like I heard someone say that once. Don't try this at home, kids. I mean, do eat bananas, they're healthy, but don't expect it to cure your problems. Here you also have to be careful with smudges with these markers. Probably some saying, I feel like there's some saying about slow and careful wins the race, but I feel like that's not it, because it should rhyme. It's kind of the story of the tortoise and the hare. I mean, that's a crazy story. First of all, why would a tortoise and a hare race each other? And, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of suspension of belief there for me. There's some smudges here around the circles. See, That's about these. Sometimes if they smudge, you can grab your blender and kind of get it a little bit. It'll pick up some of the color, so you have to have like a little piece of paper nearby to kind of clean it off on. But it kind of cleaned up the smudge a little bit there. Could have been worse. You might be able to hear my roommate listening to TV next door, the next room over. If you can, and that bothers you, then I apologize. But really, it shouldn't bother you, because you're not even here, man. It doesn't bother me, so. This kind of thing right here is pretty relaxing to me. Usually I'm also listening to music, and people ask what kind of music I listen to, and I can't really answer them because, not because it's like weird music or anything, but just because it changes all the time. If you want something really relaxing, something I do go back to, that I kind of grew up with, is stuff like, of course you've probably heard of Enya, but also Ray Lynch, Suzanne Ciani, David Arkenstone, Yanni. This stuff's all really kind of Lorena McKennitt. It's all kind of really epic, pretty music that can get you in the mood for drawing something pretty. You can totally do that. Totally can. Don't classify any music as girly just because it's pretty and it's got some lady singing doesn't mean you can't listen to it. Beauty is beauty. If you do feel like you put down your finger on something that's still wet, before you put it down back on your paper, just touch it on your other piece of paper there and get it dry first. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here since I don't think I'm going to add anything more, just for the sake of this video file not being really huge. My internet's pretty slow up here, so it's probably still going to take like 5 hours to upload. I'll just do it while I sleep. But you don't have to listen to real relaxing music like that either. I mean, you can just listen to whatever. I mean, everyone's different. They all have different things that gets them in a good mood. That really, that you really enjoy. Probably something to do with what you grew up listening to, and I don't know. Everyone's different. All right, now I think. After I do this, I'm going to switch to the next tone up. It's slightly lighter. yeah, it's time. I keep on seeing other little things where I can add a little bit. The Doodler's Dilemma. That's what I just decided to call it. So there's NGO3 done. Neutral gray. So now we're going to find neutral gray 5. The set I bought also came with equal sets of cool and warm grays, but so far I've just been using the neutral gray because I don't see any reason to use the cool and warm ones yet. But a reason could arise. I am having a good time. Probably out of all the different shades of gray, neutral gray 5 will be the one that takes up the most space on this drawing, just because it's like it's an intermediate shade, kind of right in the middle, not too light, not too dark. I don't know what the opposite of a highlight is called. A high dark, a low dark. But the neutral gray 3 will be the low darks, and then maybe neutral gray 7 will be the highlights. And I might not even use neutral gray 10 at all. I'm not sure. It might be good to leave some white spots though, just for the sake of contrast. Never underestimate the power of contrast, my friends. I think Brian, my roommate's watching some sort of action movie. I keep hearing gunshots. It's pretty exciting. Pretty epic background noise. I feel like the stakes are high. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them or whatever. I'll try to answer some of them. Probably more likely to answer them if you ask them on Instagram though, just because there's less of them. But if you don't have Instagram, that's fine. Try to get to yours on YouTube. Really appreciate all you guys' support. Never really thought even that I would get this many followers on YouTube. But it's been good. Made possible by all of you. you want to know some things about me, maybe I'll spout off a few of them. I don't have a favorite color, because I realize that that's kind of a silly thing to have a favorite of. I don't know why it's such a popular thing. Like, everyone has to have a favorite color. Why? There's so many good colors. I won't say all the colors are good, because there are some pretty ugly colors out there if you try hard enough. But so many colors have so many good. It's all about context. If someone has a favorite color, if you put it in a room or in a place where it doesn't match, it's going to look like a terrible color. And then I have to tell that person their favorite color is terrible. I don't know. So I don't have a favorite color. Don't have a favorite food either, just because that's too hard to think of. Like, pizza. I like pizza. That's like probably what I said in second grade when I had to fill out all those things about myself. Actually, I might have said spaghetti or apples. I don't remember. I was really crazy about apples for a while. Also, I was homeschooled, but just for 2 years. I think my mom gave up. It was only for first and second grade. I don't think I was very cooperative. So then she put me back in public. She put me in public school for second grade again. So technically, I failed second grade. Well, more accurately, I repeated second grade. I like telling people I failed second grade because you get better reactions from them. Going up one more color now to NG07. Probably going to fill in almost everything else with this. What you can do on this one is post comments about what you want me to talk about on the next real-time doodle. I know some of you don't really care what I talk about, but I mean, might as well use my time wisely, talk about something. Wish I'd left that spot a little brighter. It's a little better. Sometimes the NG07 gets darker than it should just because I'm doing it after the other ones. So it picks up the pigment from them. Really, some people would tell you I should be doing the lighter colors first. But, it's my life. I can do what I want. I think we're almost done here. This little doodle. I hope I can get my mic isn't right in front of me right now, but I hope I can get this audio loud enough so you can hear it clearly. But if it doesn't end up being loud enough, I apologize if you have to turn up your speakers a little bit. Apologize in advance. And there we go. I might just grab the dark one again and add just a little bit more dark spots in places where I feel like it. Just about there. And some of you have been doing it already, but feel free to post your own, somehow figure out how to record your videos. I mean, record you drawing something and post it as a video response to any of my videos and check it out. Almost forgot some of this back here. It's easy to forget little sections like that that just kind of jump out of nowhere. And this. Yeah. All right. I think I'm pretty happy with that, and then I go and add my little signature thing. Which is just my name in Alien script. Not alien, but Alien. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up. Bye.